Welcome to Couch Talk with Ant. My name's Antoine Webb with luxvani.com. We are a 7-figure-a-month marketing agency servicing some of the top brands in the country. I am here today to give you a no fluff, no BS, really straight down the middle conversation about how you can improve your marketing with sales funnels and systems and processes. And we're going to go through a ton of education together. So in this video, you're going to get a really good in-depth understanding of the psychology that's used behind sales funnels. And I'm also going to show you some of the pitfalls to look out for when you're dealing with other marketing firms, so you can actually understand and know if this marketing firm is someone who actually knows what they're doing or if they don't. Because me and you both know 90% of the marketplace doesn't really know what they're doing. So today we're going to be talking about the psychology of the sales funnel process and how that relates to service-based businesses. So if you're a service-based business and you need better leads, more qualified leads, you need more of them, and you're looking for the right front-end process to actually scale the business with, then you're in luck, because I'm going to be sharing the exact 7-figure process that's allowed us to scale our own marketing firm, which is a service-based business that needs to get phone calls. And I'll show you the psychology and the process that we use to do this for many other brands. So let's jump right into it. One of the first things that I want to talk to you about is understanding the psychological flow of a sales funnel and what the difference between a sales funnel and a website really is. A website is something like a maze. Imagine being dropped into the middle of a maze, and then the only way that you can get to talk to the business owner is if you actually find your way through the maze and magically end up at the door to the business owner's office. That's similar to what a website is doing to you psychologically. Now, a sales funnel is like dropping someone at the top of the yellow brick road and then giving them literal directions on how to walk down the road. And at every corner of the road, there's a crossing guard that's ready to walk someone into the front door of your business. Now, why would people still use websites? Well, that's a great question. Most people don't know about sales funnels, and they certainly don't understand the sales funnel processes or the psychology that goes behind that. So that's what we're going to cover today. One thing that we want to make sure of is we want to draw a little bit of a contrast between how we used to get leads and how we get leads now at the top highest rung of business. And the way that we get leads now at the highest rung of business is not by tricking people to come and talk with us, but it's by actually leveraging the psychological process for someone to say, yeah, you know what? I'm interested in that. And that sounds good. And that sounds like something that would really help me. So one of the first things that we can do in this process is when we look at the greats who've done this, Alex Hormozi is one of them. He has a company called acquisition.com. I'm sure a lot of you follow him. One of the dudes that pioneers the space. What he did really well with Gym Launch Secrets is that they had a very good front-end psychological process that allowed them to get better lead flow into the sales team. So that's our goal here, right? We want to get more lead flow into our sales team. Well, let's look at how Alex Hormozi did it. One of the first things when you break down the sales funnel that Alex had is you land on an opt-in page. When you land on an opt-in page, these pages are not unfamiliar to us. If you're familiar with the ugly little pages that used to pop up whenever you'd get an ad and it would say, hey, I've helped John Smith get 550 new things of this. Do you want to learn how you can get 550 new things of this? Well, yeah, I do. I do want to learn that. Like, yes or no? It's called an opt-in page, and we used to use them a lot a couple years back. We don't use them so much now because the user base and the audience gets smarter, right? We use that in order to separate you from your data. So like, hey, I need to know if you're interested in like picking up what I'm putting down. So are you? Well, yeah, if you are, okay, great. Give me your information. Here's your name, email, phone number. Here's a big page about what I was telling you about. And here's all the reasons why you should care about it. And that was the psychological process. And once you got on that page, then you were sold into a sales call with the sales team. But guess what? They already had your information before you even got to the main page to see what their offer really was. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel as a business owner. But you do need to study what the greats have done before you so that you can just simply step on their back to leverage their work, right? We don't want to work harder. We want to work smarter. One of the ways that we can work smarter is by dissecting this process and seeing what works and what doesn't. What does work is getting people from an advertising straight to a call to action that leverages your authority and also has an intrigue element to it. If someone understands that you're the best of the best at doing what you do and they're interested about it, well, then we can definitely separate that individual from their data, which is the most important, crucial piece of information that you want. You're paying for the click. I want your data, because at least if I have your data, I can go and follow up with you till the end of time. The process that works is psychologically, we run you from the ad to the opt-in page that leverages authority and leverages intrigue frame. What we do here is, instead of having an opt-in page, there's no opt-in page to our highest performing system. We run you straight to the application page, which is going to be developed like a website. It's going to look like a website, feel like a website. When you're on it, you're not going to know the difference. But the one big difference is going to be, guess what? You can't choose where you want to go. Why? Because if you choose where you want to go, every mental action that you take, and especially if you're on my About You section on the third paragraph down, you might as well be at the bottom of an underground cave and you're scuba diving down there with no scuba tank. You're going to get out of air. And the only place to get air is back at your browser menu. And that's not where I want you. I want you to stay on the page. In order to get you to stay on the page, as soon as you click from the ad, I need to bring you to something that is going to explain your business, remove the confusion that these people may have about what you do, which means that we need to explain the services. And even before that, we need to get them engaged with us as soon as they get on the page. So that means that I have to establish your authority and create intrigue immediately, just like a call to action would. And I put these processes, I put them up against VSLs, I put them up against everything. When someone doesn't know you, you got less likely of a chance that they're going to actually watch the video of you. What we want to do is we want to present ourselves a little bit more traditionally, especially as a service-based business. And let's say if we're running advertising on Google, well, once someone hits us on Google, I want them to see the website and I want them to be blown away by the graphic design. And not only should they be blown away by the graphic design, they should be blown away by the copywriting. What most agencies miss is exactly that, the copywriting. And what they don't do is they don't put a sales psychology to the actual copywriting format on the page. So they don't establish authority, they don't establish intrigue frame, they don't use frame control, they don't pre-frame individuals, and they certainly don't allow you an opportunity to garnish information before people even take an action. When you think about the psychology of what we need to do, step one, we need to get people to say, hey, these people are an authority and I want to talk with them. Step two, I need to have a call to action that leverages an intrigue frame. So as they're going down that page, they're ingesting information about me, about the company, about what I do, about my services, and every which way they see, there's a door out that says, hey, are you interested in this? Is this something that you want to know more information about? And then guess what? If it is, they take advantage of that call to action. They give you their information. And then on step two, page two, I can present a nice little calendar for you right at the top and say, hey, listen, come and talk with us. We've got availability on Tuesday or Thursday at 9 a.m. or 4 p.m. What time is good for you? They pick a day, they pick a time. Now the hardest part's out of the way. And now I can ask you a couple questions on a simple little pop-up. And there's my survey. So what happens a lot of the times, us as service-based businesses will want a survey and will want ways to qualify individuals, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I get a lot of people that come in here and they're like, I want Tony Robbins' funnel. I want to do a survey system and I want 20 questions and these people are going to answer these questions and then they're going to come and talk to my sales team. And I say, hey, that's all well and dandy, but when's the last time you did a survey for your doctor's office? Oh, it's been a while. Oh, well, when's the last time you did a survey for your public official? Oh, you haven't. Well, what does that mean? It means people probably are not going to do the survey. And the only reason people like Tony Robbins are using survey funnels to get people to phone calls with sales teams is because they have a lot of money to push a lot of people through that sales funnel. And most service-based businesses, especially startups, don't. And this is who this conversation is geared to. All of you guys out there who are like, hey, how the heck do I look at this stuff? How do I get involved with this? How do I start to scale my business with this? What are some of the ideologies I should know and need to look out for? From a psychological aspect, when we need to get people on a sales call, we need to bring them through a process that leverages authority, that leverages their intrigue about us, leverages and clears the confusion about our services. And we need to show these people that we are beyond the shadow of a doubt, the person that can help them with whatever problem that we're presenting that we can help them with. And if you're curious about what one of those processes look like, go check us out at www.luxvani.com, LUXVONI.com, or go over to our YouTube channel at LUXVONI on YouTube and go dive into the plethora of information that is on there, that we break down all the top 7 and 8 figure companies and their sales funnels. And we also show you a bunch of our work, a bunch of our testimonials. We give you sales masterclass, sales training. We give a lot away on that channel, so go check it out. And if you guys like this, subscribe to my channel. I'll be on here giving you guys exclusive information that I know from years in the business of different marketing deals to all different types of businesses throughout our career. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys got a lot of value from that.